Now, a little, a few, very little, and very few. A little, very little, a few, very few. The expressions a little and a few means some or enough. What is the meaning of these words? Expressions a little and a few means some, a little bit, or enough. I have the needed amount. For example, I need 3 pens to finish my exam, and I have 3 pens, or 4 pens. I have enough pens. Okay, I have what I need. Or I have some pens, maybe 5, maybe 6, I don't know, but it's okay. I can do it. Okay? Pay attention. When we say or when we add very little or very few, means that that's a problem. I can do this. I need more. For example, I need some pens for my exam. I need 5 pens for my exam, and I have 1 pen. I have very few pens. I need some sugar to make a cake. Okay, I need some sugar. I need some flour. Okay, whatever. And for example, let's say that I need 3 spoons of sugar, but I only have half a spoon of sugar. It's very few or very little. It is not enough. I will not be able to do it. But little or a few means it's okay. I can do it. But very few, very little, oh my God, I have a problem. I will not be able to do the job. Okay? A little, a few, very little, and very few, all of them are quantifiers. In case you forgot, we're still working with quantifiers. We are talking now with 4 quantifiers that are very confusing. Sometimes we get confused in them. Sometimes we do not know how to use them. What is the difference between little and a little? Few and very few? Is there a difference between them? Big difference. A little or a few means that it's okay. I have amount that will make me do the job. Okay? I need I need a plate, I need a spoon to eat, okay, and I have 1 spoon, little spoon, okay, or few spoon, I will be able to do it. I need some colors, colored pencils, okay, I need some colors to finish my paint, okay, and I have little or a few, I'll be able to finish the painting, but very little, very a few, either I don't have, okay, either don't have enough pens, or what I have don't even, will not make me even just draw a small box. Okay, let's move on. Now, still with a little, a few, very little, and very few. Okay, with the positive sentence. A little, a few, very little, and very few are generally used in affirmative sentence, in positive sentence, not negative, not question. We do not use them with a negative or a question. The basic rule: no negative, no question, only positive. And we use them with countable and non-countables. How is that? Little, do we use all of, do we use all of them with both countable and non-countables? No. Just like many and much. We said that many and much. Many we use them only with countables, and much only with non-countables. The same goes with little, with a little, very little, and a few, and very few. Little and very little are used with non-countable, like sugar, like milk, like water, like air, like salt, like pepper. Okay? A little and very little are used with non-countable nouns, namely money, bread, water. while few and very few, just like many, okay, are used with countable nouns. With countable nouns. So a little and very little are like much. We use them with uncountable nouns. A few and very few are used just like many with countable nouns. Okay, let's hold on. Which means a little and a few means some or enough. Again, I have got little money, I have got some money, it's enough for me to do what I want. I have some money, okay, I have got a little money to buy a new mobile phone. I need a mobile phone which costs, for example, 4,000 riyals, and I only have 4,100 riyals. That's a few. That's a little, okay? A little, okay? Some or enough. But for example, if the mobile phone costs 4,000 riyals and I only have 1,000 riyals, oh my God, that's too little. That is not even close. That's very little or very few. Okay? Even if I have only 3,999 riyals, very little or very few. It is not enough. Okay? A little and a few again mean some or enough. I have got little money, I have got some money, it is enough for me to do what I want. I have got a few friends, I have got some or enough friends, and we meet every day. If the mobile phone is 4,000 riyals, and I have 4,000 riyals and just 1 riyal, so it's a little or a few. Very little and very few means hardly any or not enough. If I have 3,999 as a mobile phone and my mobile is 4,900, it's very little and very few. If I only have 1 riyal of the 4,000, still very little, very few. Let's have some examples for very little and very few. I have got very little money. I have got hardly any, almost any, just 1 riyal or 2. I haven't got enough money, I will borrow some of my friends. I have got very few friends, I have got hardly any, and I haven't got enough, I need to make new friends. Okay, very, very good. Now let's check some examples. I have a little money, I'm going to the cinema. Little money, enough money, I'm going to the cinema. The cinema ticket costs 30 riyals. I have 31 riyals. It's okay. I have got a few friends who meet every day. I'm not bored every day. Every single day I meet some friends. For example, we have 7 days a week and I have 8 friends. 7 friends. Okay? I'm not bored. Every single day I meet a different friend. Very good. Now, hardly any or not enough. I have got very little money. I need to borrow some. The cinema ticket costs 30 riyals, remember? But I only have 29. Or I have no money at all, or I have just 1 riyal. That's a big problem. I need to borrow money. I have got very few friends. I need to make new friends. 7 days, we have 7 days a week, and I only have 1 friend, and he is not free most of the time. I need to make more friends. You got it? Yes, I'm sure that you got it. Now, about the singular. No, that's a different person. Okay. And we're back. Now, that's all what we had about $20. Okay. And right now we're just going to go through everything that we have studied today. Okay. Now, let's first start with countable and non-countable nouns. Okay? We said that countable nouns starts with the word count, which means giving numbers things. Okay, and then we also talked about the words that we can count, like cats, dogs, tables, boys, and girls. We also talked about words that we cannot count. They are called non-countable nouns. Okay? Now, countable nouns also we said that words that can be counted and they can change from the singular into the plural form. And we ask about the quantity and then their number using the question how many. And we had many examples for countable nouns like dogs, horses, men, ideas, shops. Okay? And we also talked about using how many to ask about countable nouns. Now, then we went to uncountable nouns and said that they are words that cannot be separated into smaller elements. And some of the most famous examples are milk, water, sugar, and rice. I said that we cannot count these words, but we can rather count words that come before them. Okay, like bottle of milk or bottles of milk, liters, and jars and everything. Okay, we have more examples of non-countable nouns like music, art, love, happiness, advice, information, news, furniture, rice, sugar, butter, water, electricity, gas, power, money. All of these words are non-countable nouns, and we stress basically the most important two words for non-countable nouns are information and the news. Said that both of them are non-countable and we cannot add an S especially to information. And we also said we stressed that news ends with an S, it's the word itself and not a plural. Sorry? Okay. And we also talked that, and we said that countable nouns are are treated like singular. So they take the verb is, they are treated with a verb, with a singular verb. Okay? And then we said that the articles A or N, we do not usually use them with sorry, with non-countable nouns. Okay, but we can say a piece of news, a bottle of water, a grain of rice. Okay, we said also that some and many can be used with non-countable nouns. Okay, and a little, much also can be used with non-countable nouns. And we had a big list of non-countable nouns. We had tea, sugar, water, air, rice, knowledge, beauty, anger, fear, love, money, research, and sex. And we moved to a list of words, okay, for the non-countable nouns and their equivalent words or words of their type that can be countable. We said money, non-countable. The countable word for money can be dollar, reals, or euros. Music, uncountable, but songs is countable. Luggage is uncountable, but suitcases, bags, handbags, backpacks are countable nouns. Furniture is non-countable, but tables, chairs, beds, cupboards, closets, all of these are countable. Electricity is non-countable, battery is countable. Wine, a bottle of wine is non-countable, but a bottle of wine is countable. Information, uncountable. Report is countable. Advice, and under advice we can have tips or advice. Okay? Travel is non-countable. We also said that travel can be used as a verb and as a noun. Okay? Travel as a noun is uncountable. The countable word for travel can be journey, holiday, or vacation. Work is non-countable. The word for it to be countable is jobs. Okay? And then we move to another grammar lesson in which we talk about quantifiers. We said quantifiers is a word or a piece of sentence which is called a phrase that comes before a noun to show the amount or quantity, like some or many or a lot of and a few. Okay, all of these are a quantifier. All of these are quantifiers, and we said quantifiers can be used with both countable and non-countable, but some of them can be used with countable nouns, with non-countable nouns, and some can be used with non-countable, while both can be used with both of them. For non-countable nouns, we have much and little, little, very little. Okay. With both of them, we have some, any, a lot of, lots of, old, less, more, no, or none. Okay? With non-countable nouns. Sorry, with countable nouns only, we have many, a few, very few, or a number of, or a number only, several, a large number of, a great number of, or a majority of. These words are with countable nouns only. Then we started talking about some and any. We said three most important tips or rules about some and any. Some and any can be used only, okay, when the number is not known or the number is not important or relevant, when I don't care about the number or when I don't know the number. And some and any can be used with both countable and non-countable nouns, with different types of sentences. So we said there is not any shampoo. I don't have any money. I have some sugar. She has some juice in the fridge. That's why in the question form and in the negative form we used any. We said, are there any tomatoes or is there any orange? Is and any, are and any. Question. In the negative we said there are not any or there is not any. Negative. Now, the second sum comes with the affirmative. It comes with the positive sentence only. But there is an exception for some. Sometimes we use some with two questions. Either I'm offering, I'm trying to help, I'm offering my help, I'm being friendly, I'm being gentle. When I say would you like some coffee, I'm inviting someone to something. Or when I'm being very polite, I'm needy, I need help, I need something, and I'm very polite. Please, would you mind lending me some money? All of these two cases are the ones in which I use some in the question. Either I'm making a request or I am offering some. Now, some of the rules of some and any. Quickly one more time. We use some in the positive sentence with both countable and non-countable. Any also is used with countable and non-countable, but only in the question of negative form. And the exception, as we said about some, we use some as an exception with questions only if you are offering or requesting some. Yeah, much, many, and a lot. We said that we are showing a large amount of something, that I have a big amount of something. Okay? So we said that in the interrogative or in the question form, much goes with the uncountable, while many goes with the countable only. Much with the uncountable, remember people, much with the uncountable, many with the countable. In the negative form, again, still the same case. Much countable with non-countable, many with countable. Okay? In the question and in the negative form, okay, we use much and many as well, but much only with countables, sorry, much only with non-countables and many only with countables. When it comes to the affirmative form, a lot of or a lot only, lots of, comes with both countable and non-countable nouns, as well, but they are only present in the positive or affirmative sentence. Now remember the exception for much and many. Okay, we said that much and many, we use them only with the negative or the question. Only with the negative or question, right? But there's an exception. The exception for many and much we use in a positive sentence is when we have so, as, or to. Like what we said, Carla has so many friends. She has as many friends as Sue. Kevin has too much money. Okay? Very good. And we went through the summary, the table that summarizes everything. With the question, we have many and much. Many only with the countable, much only with the uncountable. The negative form as well, many or much, but with the affirmative, a lot or a lot of or lots of, doesn't matter, they are the same. Okay, one in the uncountable, we use much with the interrogative right here, we use much with the negative right there, then with the positive, a lot of, lots of, the same as well. Yeah, we moved to a very important and a little bit difficult part, which concerns with a little, very little, a few, and very few. And we asked about the difference between them. What's the difference between a little or little? What is the difference between a few and very few? What is the difference even between a little and a few? And we said that a little and a few, okay, when I use them means that I have the needed amount, I have enough, it's okay, I will be able to do the job, it's okay, perfect. But when I say very little or very few, I cannot do, that means that I have a problem, I cannot move on, I cannot carry on, I have a problem, I need to borrow some, I need extra amount, something that I do not have, okay? Just the rule, okay? With a positive sentence, a little, a few, very little, and very few can be used in positive sentences only. Never in a negative, never in a question. Okay, then we move to the countable and non-countable. A little and very little comes with the non-countable, while few and very few are used with countables only. Okay? And we said that this means that a little and a few means some or enough. Remember the example about the mobile phone and the cinema ticket? That the mobile phone costs 4,000 riyals and I only have 4,001 riyals. That means a little or a few. It's okay, I'll be able to buy the mobile. Very little and very few. Either I have 3,999 riyals, I don't have enough money to buy the mobile phone, or I just have 1 riyal of the 4,000, still can't buy. It's not enough. Very little, very few, or little only, or few only means not enough. A little and a few means enough. And we went through some examples concerning some and enough. Sorry, concerning little and a little. A little and a few. A little and a few means enough, needed, amount. Very little or very few or little only or few only means that I do not have the needed amount. I have a problem, I cannot do what I want. Okay, with the positive sentence, another lesson. Okay. Okay. Now, before we go on, I just want to show you just a small video, okay, about quantifiers, and then we will carry on to the next grammar lesson. So pay attention to that video and we'll be back with you. Okay, and we're back again to our lesson. Okay, now we are going to start just a small lesson and presentation about fruits. Still related and still talking about food. Okay, now we're talking about fruits. Remember what we said about vegetables? And they are the ingredients, or they make the main meal. And then we said that fruits, we watched a video about fruits, and we said that fruits are the components or the parts of the meal that comes after the main one. Now, let's go through some words. Now, we have some classification, we have some division, like we say, for example, some types of fruits. We have berries, we have drupes, we have plums, we have tropical fruit, we have melons, we have citrus fruit. Again, berries, drupes, plums, tropical fruit, melons, citrus fruit. Let's go on. Now, what are berries? What do you know about berries? Sometimes we are familiar with some types of berries. Okay, like that small, reddish fruit has a small green leaf on the top that we usually remove it and it's ready to be eaten. Some people just eat it as it is, while others add some sugar. Sometimes they turn it into jam. Sometimes people mix it in the mixer and make a juice out of it. It's a small juice fruit with thin skin, with a very thin, with a very thin cover. It's called berries. And of the different types of berries, we have strawberries, like that one, that we did. We also have currants. Okay, we have grapes. Okay, we also have cranberries. We have blackberries. We have blueberries, red raspberries, gooseberries, and boysenberries. Again, strawberries. Strawberry. STRAWBERRIES. The very famous one, the red one with small yellow dots in them. It has green leaves, as I said, and just remove it, eat it. Grapes, and grapes is very famous, okay? It comes out on tops of the trees, okay? You just take the whole fruit, okay? And it consists of small, tasty, sugar taste balls, okay? It has sometimes it comes in green color, sometimes it's purple. Even the size of the grape itself differs. Sometimes it's small, sometimes medium, sometimes extra large. And sometimes in the purple grapes, they have some seeds inside them. Okay? Now about currants, okay, they are just small red ones with that orange top on them. Also, we have blackberries and blueberries. They are very famous. Okay? Mostly they are purple in color and they're very small. You do not need anything of them. You just wash them well and they're ready to be eaten. Same goes with boysenberries, cranberries, gooseberries, red raspberries. And we'll go through the spelling of each one of them. We went through the spelling of strawberries. We have grapes, grapes, GRAPES,